The readings for today's Mass refer to earthly realities. In the first reading, the prophet Isaiah refers to rain, snow, water, seed, and bread. Similarly, the Psalm sings joyfully about land, grain, showers, hills, valleys, and fields. Jesus in today's Gospel passage also refers to specific earthly reality: a farmer sowing seed in a field, birds, rocky ground, thorns, and rich soil. Shifting our attention to creation as a whole, St. Paul in the second reading from Romans compares creation to a mother who groans in labor pains as she patiently, but also painfully, waits in hope to give birth to a new creation, the new creation that Jesus Christ began at his incarnation. In commenting on this passage from Romans, Brant Petrie explains that St. Paul is influenced by an ancient Jewish understanding of an old creation and new creation, which is present in prophetic literature such as Isaiah, and also is present in non-biblical ancient Jewish religious texts. Speaking through Isaiah, God proclaims, "Behold, I create a new heavens and a new earth," Isaiah 65, verse 17. The new heavens or new creation in this prophecy tended to be interpreted, Petrie comments, as something that will take place in the future and will replace the old creation. So first you have the old creation and then you have the new creation. When Jesus, as God, was born as a man, he challenged this interpretation. Since he who is God, he who is heaven, is living in the midst of our earthly realities, living in the midst of this old creation, but as new creation. Heaven is not just a future reality, Jesus teaches us. Heaven is also in our midst, since Jesus is in our midst, but not yet fully. So the old creation and new creation overlap to some extent in Jesus Christ. As Benedict XVI beautifully phrases this, Jesus himself is what, or we could say who, we call heaven. Heaven is not a place, but a person, the person of him in whom God and man are forever and inseparably one. And we go to heaven and enter into heaven to the extent that we go to Jesus Christ and enter into him. If Jesus is heaven, and heaven has come to this world, then why is there so much evil and suffering in the world? This question is in part answered by St. Paul, who describes all of creation as a mother who bears within herself a baby waiting to be born. The baby represents Jesus' presence in all of us, including in creation itself, that is waiting for its final transformation in Jesus. We're not just human beings, but all of creation, from the grain of sand on the seashore to the sun and the galaxies in the skies, are perfected in Jesus Christ and become a new, perfect creation. This is our hope, for we believe in the resurrection of our bodies and in the restoration of the entire visible universe, as the Catechism of the Catholic Church affirms. And the last line of the Niceno-Constantinopolitan Creed states, "We believe in the resurrection of the dead and the life of the world to come." Today may we comfort and help all of creation, especially our brothers and sisters, to wait in hope for the full transformation of this world into the heavenly reality who is Jesus and who is with us, but in a hidden way, as a baby is hidden in his mother's womb. In the Gospel passage, Jesus teaches us one way that we are to follow, by which we help this world to be more like the heavenly world that is in our midst, but not in its full state. Jesus encourages us to be like the farmer who, instead of carefully making sure that his seeds fall on rich soil, throws seed all over the place, on rocky ground, among thorn bushes, among weeds, among a path. This parable does not make sense, comments Petrie, if we do not spiritualize its meaning. The farmer represents God, who throws his unconditional love on us no matter who we are, no matter where we've been, no matter what we've done. If we have a rocky heart, a thorny heart, or a heart that is completely open to receiving divine love, the farmer who is the Heavenly Father sends his love to us anyway. because the Heavenly Father sent His Heavenly Son as the seed of the Word with the expectation that Jesus' divine love will inform our lives so that we love others even when they do not love us back. We still love them with the hope that one day their hearts and our hearts will allow divine love to transform and replace our selfish love. The love that loves with conditions and expects payment. God, in contrast, loves us whether we love God back or not. God bless.